we're going to be talking about the EPA. Now, the Environmental Protection Agency essentially is a federal agency that enforces laws which protect the environment. They oversee various industries, and they operate on a federal and state level. Now, the history of the EPA goes back to a council known as the Council on Environmental Quality. It was reorganized as the EPA by the Nixon administration in 1970. And now it operates as an independent federal agency. It's located in Washington, D.C., but operates all over the United States.
For the last 40 years, the Clean Air Act has removed harmful pollutants from the nation's air. In 2010 alone, the reduction in fine particle and ozone pollution prevented more than 160,000 cases of premature deaths, 130,000 heart attacks, and 1.7 million asthma attacks.
These benefits of the Clean Air Act help families live longer, healthier, more productive lives.
Did you know when EPA began in 1970, 2/3 of the country's lakes, rivers, and coastal waters had become unsafe for fishing or swimming?
Untreated sewage was being dumped into open water, making drinking water supplies unfit for consumption. In fact, pollution was so bad that the Cuyahoga River in Ohio caught on fire several times.
Today, young people swim without concern for health risks in major waterways, such as the Boston Harbor, where it would have been practically unthinkable 20 years ago. Imagine our nation without the bald eagle. In 1972, our symbolic bird was on the verge of extinction.
DDT, a powerful pesticide, made bald eagle eggshells so weak the birds couldn't produce offspring. After years of public inquiries into the effects of the pesticide, EPA banned DDT use.
25 years later, in 2007, having made a remarkable recovery as a result of the DDT ban and the efforts of wildlife biologists, the bald eagle flew off the threatened list of the Endangered Species Act.
But EPA accomplishes its mission in many ways. Nearly half of our budget goes into grants for environmental programs, nonprofits, and other organizations. They use the money for a wide variety of projects, from scientific studies to community cleanups. The agency focuses its efforts at the local level through partnerships and by addressing unique needs of individual communities. For that, EPA relies on its regional offices. EPA's 10 regional offices nationwide ensure the agency's efforts to clean our air, water, and lands is implemented on the local level. Whether you're a lawyer, scientist, an environmental protection specialist, program analyst, human resources, or public affairs, you support EPA's mission. At EPA, it all starts with science. The decisions made here in DC rely on the sound science conducted at EPA labs across the country.
Not just in cubicles and laboratories, during national disasters, on-scene coordinators partner with other federal agencies to provide assessment, monitoring, response assistance, and evaluation.
EPA even has its own scuba divers, mobile laboratories, an air monitoring airplane, and an ocean vessel that provides some of the critical scientific data necessary for informed policymaking.